Hey guys, I'm Tapeball, and I make Call of Duty videos and post them on the internet. And this is the first Modern Warfare 2 video that I'm actually doing. So, I'd like to talk a little bit about myself. I used to be a really hardcore PC gamer. I played a lot of World of Warcraft and NFL Head Coach, actually. That was like my favorite game. Looking back, it's a piece of crap, but I love the death out of that thing. And I switched to consoles back when EA Sports announced that NFL Head Coach '09 would only be on PS3 and 360. So I went and got myself a 360, but that was in May of 2008. So Head Coach '09 was not out then. So the first game I got was Call of Duty Modern Warfare. And oh my gosh, did I play the death out of that thing. That was my favorite game for the longest time. Um, I wasn't very good at it. I was one of those guys that ran like triple frags, Juggernaut, and Last Stand. But oh my gosh, I love that game. And at about the same time, I became a big fan of Digital Fear, although he goes by John CJG now on Machinima. And I think at that time he was making the Deus Ex Machina series, and I thought, oh man, this Machinima shit is so cool. So like I got really excited, and I wanted to make some Machinima, but didn't have Halo 3. So I went out, got Halo 3, got a Dazzle DVC 100, which is what I still use, and yeah, tried to make some Machinima. It was really, really crappy, and like I posted a few videos, like submitted one to Machinima. They all sucked. So I kind of gave up on that. Kept playing Call of Duty 4, but never recorded anything. And then, a long while later, Modern Warfare 2 came out, and at about the same time. Of course, I picked up the game, started playing right away. But I also started watching all these guys like Hutch and Wings of Redemption, all those guys. So I was like, hey, look, they can make videos, so can I. So I love playing Demolition, and I like making videos, so I make videos of Demolition. And guys like Hutch, they make mostly domination videos. So I said, hey, let's make some Demolition videos because I'm alright at this game. I don't maintain some godly KDR, but I win demolition games most of the times that I play. Um, a little bit about me as a player. I don't use a headset. I don't think that I should spend more on the game than I already do. Because I don't use a headset, I don't use Ninja Pro. I run with Commando Pro. I love being able to jump off of cliffs and not take any damage. I think it's a great tactical advantage. But yeah. So again, tried Machinima, it didn't work at all. And I saw these commentaries and said, hey, I have all the Machinima equipment, why don't I just switch to commentaries? So here I am, bringing you some Demolition on Subbase. And, like I said, I'm really not good at this game. But sometimes I have good rounds like this one, where I pull off a nice score and go like 20-3 and win the game. And that's what you'll see here. Uh, on Subbase, defending first round. They go after A right away, and that's generally what happens. A is a lot easier to get than B. You'll see teams go for it right away. And here they actually get it, but it's really not an issue because we can defend B pretty easily. And I guess I'm getting a little bit ahead of myself here. Demolition, in case you didn't know, new game type in Modern Warfare 2. There are two bomb sites, one team attacks and one team defends, and the attacking team has to destroy both bomb sites. And destroying one site gives you more time to destroy the other, and that's what they just did here. But they took a long time to get A, so destroying it only gave them an extra 2.5 minutes here, so defending B won't be much of a challenge. And when I defend on subbase, I'd like to keep to this second story here. Like to move around, change your spots. Obviously, don't let yourself become predictable. My other spot is right down here by these stairs. Just chill, poke out behind the walls. In this game, I'm using an M4, and it is silence, and I have to say the M4 is probably my favorite gun in this game. A lot of people like to call it a baby ACR, which is completely true. The gun pretty much has zero recoil. Great iron sights. I actually prefer the iron sights to the the red dot and the hollow, for whatever reason, they just mess me up. And if you have a gun that can be silenced, there's really no reason not to, because you'll get people that like run right by you while you're shooting because you have a silencer. And people just love to rely on their radar so much. So if you have a silencer, they just won't even know you're there. You don't even need cold-blooded or anything. And kill streaks, since I'm pretty early on in my prestige here, just rolling with UAV, Predator, and Harrier. Simple 357. And it works pretty well for this game. And secondary weapon is the SPAS 12, which I think is the best shotgun in this game now, ever since they nerfed the 87s. And perks, using Sleight of Hand Pro, and probably just using that for the challenges. Stopping Power Pro, you do need stopping power if you want to roll with the M4. It's very accurate and has very little recoil, but it does not do a lot of damage. And then I like to roll with Commando Pro. A lot of people you see making these videos, they roll with Ninja Pro, but I use the default controller setup and I knife a lot. I don't drop shot. When I run into someone in a tight hallway, I always go for the knife. It probably doesn't work as well as drop shotting, but the one time I tried to switch to a tactical controller setup, oh my gosh, it was horrible. I would run into someone and I would hit the right analog stick and I would crouch and go prone and I would die and be really confused as to why I didn't knife him. So you see there, going for the knives. I like to keep it on that right analog stick. Sometimes I do use my knife-only class. And if you're using a knife-only class, you definitely need to have that default setup so you can do crazy spin knives. I play on sensitivity 3. I don't like to be too crazy. 4 sometimes when I'm going knife-only, but 3 is manageable enough. 4, my aiming is just all over the place. I love the assault rifles, obviously. They're pretty much the best guns in this game. Sometimes I try to snipe, and it's pretty much just like a gigantic comedy of failure, because I cannot snipe for my life. Like, I need stopping power, and I can't aim at all. I miss guys like 2 or 3 times before I actually hit them. And I just don't do it enough to get good at it. If I wanted to, I probably could, but the assault rifles in this game are just too good to pass up on, so I like to stick to them. Sometimes I make just like dumb classes like mini Uzis, like Akimbo with rapid fire, which is actually kind of useful on small maps. Like, I did it once on Subbase and I got like a 2-to-1 KDR. So if you're feeling really bored and kind of dumb, you might want to try that out. Get some modest success with it. But yeah, Subbase here, attacking again. Get B pretty early on, which is nice because B is the harder one. And it's gonna move over to A, and they really, from the rest of the game on, they don't flank us at all. They only go around the back to A and in that one building next to it. So my whole team is pretty much allowed to roam free on the rooftops, and I get that really nice random nade kill there. With all the new equipment in this game, people really love Semtex, tactical insertions, claymores, but I stick to frags. Like I said, I rolled triple frags in Call of Duty 4, and I'm still pretty good at tossing them. That one was pretty lucky, but in a game like Demolition, if you just toss grenades somewhere close to the objective, you have a good chance of getting a kill. And frags are more versatile than Semtex. You can throw them farther. You can cook them off. That's why I like them. Claymores I use sometimes, but only when I have Scavenger, because if you only have one, it's not very useful. And like I said, I mostly play Demolition, but on the rare occasion that I do play Domination, I love using C4. And it's the funniest thing, because I never see anyone else do it, and people never figure out that they should do it. And you just put a C4 right on the flag, and when it says, "We're losing Bravo," or whatever, just boom, blow them up, get a nice double or triple kill. I've done that so many times, and it works every time. Well, video's wrapping up here. Hope you enjoyed my first vid. There's more on the way. I'm Tapeball, and please rate, comment, and subscribe if you like the video. Thank you.